Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How we? How are we all doing? Hope we're well. Thanks, thanks for the preemptive raid wish. Welcome in, James. We're going to see a certain someone in court today. Believe it or not, we're going to see Phoenix Wright. Like, if you can believe it, they got the real Phoenix Wright here.
Is absolutely crazy. Like by this point in his career, you know that was a huge part of the game's budget.
Yeah, like they got him here.
Yeah.
So we're finally gonna see the tiger on the stand. Almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
I'll move my mic a little bit closer. There we go. I mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know.
Well, hold on. I think I'll turn up the gain on mine, so I'm a little bit more consistent. Yeah, that's there. There we go. That's better. Thank you for Benjamin James. He's here now. And I've enabled the other redeem.
I don't know. But if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe!
He's so jumpy about, Detective. Hair's standing on end.
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot.
It is. It's not a top knot. Oh, that one is even louder. Okay. Oops.
Oh no.
I'll learn volume balancing one day. It'll happen. It's not a top knot.
Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright?
I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kinda get wound up.
No kidding.
You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I can get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour.
an hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
How much fake evidence are we submitting today? Welcome in, Strel. Hope you're doing well. Well, ideally none, but, you know.
We don't live in an ideal world.
Yeah. But, heck, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour?
You bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me?
Oh, okay. So it was something we submitted last. Well, Was it during this trial specifically, or was it a different one?
I believe that something was brought up with regard to fingerprints, last stream.
Okay, I see. You can submit one fake evidence as a treat. You may submit one.
Yeah, I mean, Manfred did that. Got like a monthly fake evidence. I think we can submit one now.
Yeah. Let's see, what was the... It was, trying to figure out what that was. Like, compression? To keep stuff at the same volume no matter what. Just gonna play around with that real quick. Compressor. Okay, so that's the threshold. Right? So...
Does sound right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure it's, like, staying at the same volume. I think this is good? Is my voice being cut off at all, chat? Like it won't make a difference in Discord, I don't think, but OBS, it seems like it is.
Yeah, nothing's really been changing in Discord.
Yeah. I have my noise gate and I have my compressor on my own mic. I think it seems good for now, but if I need to change it, let me know. And I will try to fix it. But yeah, what was brought up last time? It was something during this trial. Contract, custom, yeah. Lottery ticket, Rin. See. Could it have been the... It's... Could it have been the match? I'm not sure if it was the matches.
I think the item description talks about the fingerprints.
Okay. Let's... Oh, the small bottle. Okay. Yeah, we haven't gotten the fingerprints for that yet. Or, yeah. We don't know whose fingerprints they are. Yeah, let's do the bottle.
If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this?
Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right?
Yeah. I think it's time we solve the mystery. We solve the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to.
No thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me, too.
Bottle given to Gumshoe.
Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
Time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
Thanks, Maya. Alright.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre?
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
Tamed him? His name may be Furio Tigre, but come on.
Alright,
Some
thanks
people
for...
have their own preferences, Mr. Trite.
Thanks for stopping by, Derakami. Totally understand dodging spoilers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is... this case is pretty great. It's worth experiencing for yourself. Yeah, have a good one.
He's pretty lively.
Uh-huh. Is he
Frisky
now?
little kitten. Be careful. He still bites. Pulls down his collar.
You're... The game has to be doing this on purpose.
The hoariest case in Ace Attorney.
They knew what they wrote.
Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand.
All Eastern cases are pretty good. The worst one is the extra case of the first game. Oh. Ha! Don't hide under the table, Maya. There's room for me down there too. Yeah, like really the only case I didn't like was the case
2-3.
Yeah, case 3, Justice for All. that one is still my least favorite. We're doing all right. We just started. We're meeting the tiger.
No, Ho is appropriate given the conversation up to now. What'd you say to me?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest.
Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge? Yeah, I liked I thought case 5 of game 1 was I like that one well enough. I thought it was pretty okay, right?
It's not my favorite case, but I like it more. I like it on the what's I like it more than I don't like it. It is the that sounds. I think it's decent.
It's yeah. Von Karma getting his karma. Yeah.
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was the judge. The characters seem too over the top. A little bit.
No, they're over the top, but yeah, I think the worst part is that it's more connected to like Apollo Justice than the rest of the first game.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Your Honor?
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. What on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
That's it. We're doomed.
Maybe yous didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What'd you say? There's no point struggling. You are caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. and I'm the one that hauled you in. Ugh.
Cool. The judge just found a cool bug on the floor.
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick.
Let's start with the basics of CQC. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy.
Feel free. Yeah, that's it. I feel inclined to replay the first game. Yeah, that is true. The trilogy could be a good way to do that.
Yeah.
Really, I think the only thing you lose out on is the original voices, since they ended up replacing those in an update.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I got more important things to do than watch court moon dramas.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then? Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Huh. Phoenix Wright. You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Or a diver with me today.
Get a grip, Nick.
We don't need to hear that one of your interests, Mr. Trite. I don't know nothing about known murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check my alibi, just ask Violetta.
Ah, at last, I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination,
Ah!
What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
Lowlife? Me?
Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $5,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger. I love a good spectator sport.
Just a minute. That's really not...
This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too.
Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
Court will impose a penalty for any relevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick.
Here I thought I left the circus. Out from under there already, would you, Maya? Okay, so it's gonna be the the same
It's
thing
another
as
release.
it's the same thing as the clown from from 2-3. Great.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. So I think last time we tried to go through that, it was you just like you just like told me what we shouldn't be asking about, so we don't rack up penalties. But that was mostly because we just wanted to get through that case quickly.
Yeah.
This time, what should we do for this time?
This time the Tigers got a hold on me.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what we should press here. How are we? How long have we had this? Was that there from last time?
Probably.
Okay, so we're going into this with a debuff. Okay. You just gotta ask what's relevant, I guess. Nothing about the murder. Business in December. All your time in the office. That's cash lender. Okay.
I think you should probably. I mean, I think it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't demand to cross-examine the whales that are borrowing from him.
Really? Well,
I'm kidding. It's not this one.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just cross-examining the pirate.
Yeah. But kind of with business in December last year. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too certain if the update changed it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is this in December? Okay. Let me try turning up my gain. I think the noise gate should help. I'm just gonna test that. Yeah, okay. Alright. A little bit more. Okay. Alright. So anyway, let's see. December. How about the murder? Business in December. Ask Violetta. Well, all right. Let's think. Okay. Is that relevant? I feel like it. You're being called on the stand. It is relevant to know like where you spent your time. Are you certain of that? Yeah. Press here. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know?
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Are they talking about Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was.
Oh yeah, I ended up dropping the naming system a while back. Yeah, it's because
yeah, you're expected to know the lore by now.
It's like the main reason I dropped the thing was that if there were multiple people like on the stream, then it would be hard to keep track. So I just decided to keep it consistent and remove the labels altogether. Yeah, it was a lot.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
Here he goes again. Yeah, it's kind of a mess when there's multiple people. Or if somebody happens to show up in the middle. There he goes again. What the Tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So, now what? Let's press. Mr. Tigre.
What do you want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
This is a dead end, Wright, and you know it. Remember the rules.
No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe yous ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I never seen that young kid before.
I do believe that the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please...
Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Alright. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor. Ask him yourself.
Don't let yourself be beaten by a fucking furry.
Alright. So... now I think we press here. Also, this is I think this is new dialogue, yeah.
Yeah. The day you was talking about, I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before.
Tell us more about that. You didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg? Really?
I don't mess with the guppies when there are bigger fish to fry. What do you say, boss?
Who? Me?
How's about I hit you with a fat $200,000?
Well, I was thinking about purchasing a nice car from Europe.
He's seriously considering this? Wow, the Tiger's a really good salesman, huh?
Yeah. If I want to sell this case, I need to copy him. The callback. the European car.
How about you hit him with a fat piece of evidence, boss?
I wish it was that easy.
Okay.
So... let's see, was there anything else to press here? I feel like we've...
I mean, that was... you didn't get a penalty from that, so...
yeah. So, Violetta... so he brings that up. Is that relevant? I mean... It's someone who he claims can establish his alibi, or support his alibi. So, is that relevant? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Welcome in, Rocket. Thank you for that. Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Yeah, let's think here. Is that relevant? Thank you for giving Benjamin at that as well. See here. Let's try asking about Violetta, since he claims that she can support his alibi. All right, yeah, let's ask about this. By Violetta, you're talking about the Cadaverini family's
You don't want to cross them. The Hugh's gonna wind up sleeping with the fishes. Once the Godfather finds out you've been dragging Violetta through the mud, he'll do you in.
Sorry, I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there.
Said that just like Viola, didn't he?
Why is Phoenix on the witness stand?
We see that. I mean, it's the second time this game.
Yeah. I get the feeling this might not be the right time to probe him about her. Yeah, we'll take the game's advice. We'll leave it. It's too dangerous to press things without knowing where they might end up. I'd better just focus on gathering information at the moment.
Now then, Mr. Tigre. Would you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning, please?
My guy made free here. You better remember that. If I miss that bus, someone's gonna pay.
Okay. So... think about what to do from here. Alright. So... do we have anything to present? Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Okay. We also need to find the statement to present it on. Alright. I feel like it's that one, like the one that was just added.
Yeah, usually is a good rule of thumb.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like I know what to present, actually. You just... yeah, here it is. Uh-huh, okay. Yeah. Mr. Tigre. You claim you didn't know Mr. Glen Elg. But it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. Oh, Mike ate that one, I think.
Oh, shit. What?
There we go. Tigre's Japanese name translates roughly to Tiger Boy is gonna kick your ass. Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like Phoenix, right?
Yeah, also the whole doppelganger theme is really funny because like in like sort of Japanese folklore, the tiger and dragon are rivals, and Phoenix's name contains like the kanji for dragon.
Ah. Oh, Ryunosuke, that's right.
Yeah.
Or Ryunosuke?
Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke, yeah. Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd.
December 3rd? That's day of the murder.
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glen Elg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him.
Not bad! You's actually not bad!
Sorry?
I was just messing with yous, to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You's calling me a liar? Is that what you's doing?
Uh-oh.
So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You better believe that's the truth. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh, yes. Do you mind indulging the court witness?
He never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy.
Already done that, Mr. Trite.
Shit.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glen Elg. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, tender lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. I ain't never even been to that trade yen joint, yous here.
Wait a minute. Was Travian even mentioned earlier?
I mean, I think that we're supposed to assume that he was briefed on the events since, like, the trial was already done a month ago, and so this information would be in the public record.
Okay. Horamaru, is that his name? Was Furio called Toramaru in the Japanese version?
Let me double check.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
Okay. It looks like it was Toranosuke Shibakuzo.
Ah, okay.
And he also just has a nickname that basically just is just the Tiger.
Ah, I see.
I see. That all seems perfectly logical.
It's okay.
You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well. Begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill is going straight to you, right?
The victim, Glen Elg. Okay. Never met Glen Elg. A lame guy with that name? That's... okay. Yeah, this seems the most suspicious. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean there was someone with that name? Like,
That name, however, does belong to a person who existed.
let's try pressing this one. This one sticks out to me. That's very strange. According to the manager of the firm where the victim worked, December 3rd was the date he had to repay his loan. He wasn't due to discuss borrowing money, but repaying what he owed.
Oh, yeah, maybe he was right. Whatever it was going down at the beginning of December.
So, you did meet Mr. Elg then?
Hey, right! You might want to cool your jets a sec.
What kind of what kind of self-respecting paraphernalia spawned Glen Elg? Kind of a meeting the office tender lender. Okay. Did around, but he never showed. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. So we press that statement and then, or no, press this statement.
Yeah.
And under never been there. I feel like I'm gonna press this one next. Like, what do you mean you've never been there? What does that mean?
See, all the Yelp reviews say the coffee's dog shit.
Never? Not even once?
Not even once. I was in my office the day that went down. I didn't put no poison in no kid's coffee, capiche?
Hmm.
Do you think he really didn't meet Glen Elk?
Not likely. Because I'm convinced this guy's behind the whole thing.
So you mean that whole testimony he just gave us a lie?
Of course. We can't afford to give him time to think of ways to plug the leaks in it.
Do you think someone would really do that? Go on the witness stand and tell lies?
Never. That would never happen. I've got to nail him while I still can. So... Office lender... Waited around for him, but he never showed. Okay, so which... Right, he never showed. That also sounds suspicious.
He shouldn't.
Shouldn't. Like, what do you mean by that? He didn't show up?
Huh. What do you think, Wright?
The witness is allowed to lie only if it's funny. That's the law.
Perjury? What's that?
Let's see. How does a dead man get from a French restaurant to a loan shark's office?
And you yourself didn't go to Trépien?
What are you trying to pin on me here? Why don't you just come down to my office? We can chat about this thing my way, yeah? I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
No need. I'm good, thanks.
Listen up, I ain't got nothing more to say, except this.
We're bent to Trépien. Okay. So... The meet... I feel like... I guess we press this one next? See what we can get here. So your meeting wasn't supposed to be at Trépien then?
Why would I want to go to a dump like that? If I want to talk with my clients, I got an office decked out for the job. I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
Not exactly a professional office you've got there, you know. So you were in your office on the day in question? Okay. So let's look at our evidence. Let's see what we can present. Okay, let's see. Floor plans. I feel like the scooter's going to come into play at some point, but not right now. Ah, okay. Are you sure you've never been there? Well, let's see what else we have first. Okay. Okay. You've never been there. Okay, well... how do you explain this? Was it really not? Okay.
I mean,
I
trade
guess-
yen isn't specified in the contract. All we know is that Gene borrowed money from him for something. Wouldn't have to go to the restaurant to give that money.
I suppose. Yeah, I had a feeling. Like... It seemed like it chances seemed pretty good it was that, but I guess not. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look at what else we can present after this, then. See. Reason, my footprints. Prints. How does the doctor again? Bag is empty. The tiger. Found a tender lender. Your virus made by Glenelg. What do we have then? Well, oh, now what's this then? Actually,
Oh, whoa, what's this?
this evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay. All right, so this could be explained well enough, but what about these?
About
Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
matches? What are you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
What?
POV, your lawyer is pulling 20 pieces of evidence out of his pocket. If you've really never been to Très Bien before...
POV, your lawyer is frantically cycling through their inventory. But it's... They don't have an inventory menu, they're just sort of like pulling it on and pulling it off their desk.
Yeah. What was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You've been snooping around in my stuff now too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me!
Are you sure?
Order! Order! Well, witness? I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you?
Your lawyer is eating 20 pieces of evidence he just pulled out of his pocket.
Ah!
Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me.
I ain't no pussy. I don't go back on what I said. But, okay. I was at the joint on that day.
What?
But listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid. Well, well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
This close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elk that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. You just went back on what you just said.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
Hey?
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. No problem. Anytime Trite presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty.
Witness statement. Witness statement. Yeah, I saw the dead guy, so I left.
Yeah. I saw the guy, but he was already dead. So I left 5 seconds later.
Mr. Gateau, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it!
Yes, sir.
The Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know, since yous payin'.
Oh man, doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? Yeah, no, that... just a bit of a doormat, that judge, you know? Just a little bit. Okay. Supposed to meet at the restaurant that afternoon. Wait. Concrete. Okay. Alright, so... supposed to meet that afternoon, he claims. Okay. Alright, I feel like this first statement sticks out the most out of the other ones. Like right now. Yeah, tell us more about that. So the meeting wasn't due to take place at Tender Lender at all, then?
The kid was making a fuss about coming into the office. And it's always the way when I want to talk about repayments. Even though I got the best punching bag you ever seen if there were any issues.
Maybe it's because of the punching bag that people are scared to come? So that's why you decided to meet at Trebien?
Huh. You're going over old ground again, Trite.
Sorry.
You just earned yourself a penalty. Now suck it down.
You will suck down the penalty, Mr. Wright, and you will like it.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Alright. It's like I said earlier, the game has to be doing this on purpose.
Now suck it.
Like, I'm telling you. Alright, so...
It isn't going to suck itself, Mr. Trite.
And I wish Edgeworth were here. Alright, so...
Yeah, it was way better with Edgeworth. When the lights went out, there wasn't all that glowing.
Okay, so... Alright. We all wish Edgeworth was here. Real. Okay. So now there's a new claim being made here. The door to the joint, so what? Okay. So he's now claiming Glenn was dead the moment he stepped in.
Yes.
Stepped into the restaurant. Yeah, let's address that. An ugly scene? Mean. Eh.
The witness has already told us, Trite, which makes that question irrelevant.
What? Alright. Well, it's only... I'm playing on a knife's edge here.
I limit myself to 17 cups of coffee during a trial. That's the rule. You better limit the number of times you take a penalty, Trite. Or your guts will look like the inside of a chimney. Ashen.
Don't make me burn you again, Mr. Wright.
I guess I shouldn't have pressed him on that.
Guess I'm gonna make that special express after all.
Yeah, 17. 17 cups. Yeah, you know.
So, to recap, this ugly scene you saw was...
Alright. This is... Well, now would be a good time to save. Let's do that. Alright, press here. You mean you saw Glenn Elg's dead body?
I guess I did, but I only saw him from behind. He was wearing some raggy bit of cloth he called a hat.
And what time was this?
I don't know. Smartphones don't exist in 2019.
Wait, I'm gonna... There, I've got a sip to throw in as well. Huh?
You know what winds me up more than anything else in the world? Watches. Round watches. I ain't gonna pollute my paws with some ticket henpecker.
What's a smartphone?
Out of interest, Mr. Tigre, what winds you up the second most?
Huh? What'd you think? Square watches. You stupid asshole! God.
Is this guy for real?
Look, all I need you to know was that something bad was going down in that place, not what fucking time it was.
Alright, so... I feel like... Well, did we even get anything?
I love that it just got so weird that there wasn't even a penalty.
Yeah. Did we even get anything out of that?
We know that once we've really got him on the ropes, we can present a watch to really just get him. Probably push him into the breakdown.
I guess so. What about triangular watches?
What about the shapes of wall clocks?
Don't even get me started on that!
Now, you know what's valid? Heptagonal watches.
How do you feel about alarm clocks?
Wait.
Huh.
Oh god, where's that fucking Tumblr post?
Let me look through my evidence. Do I have that's relevant? Photo. That just shows Glenn. Eh? He's in. Again, back is D. 10 minutes your life every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Lunchbox. Full paper. And matches. Okay. Well, we already did the matches, so you don't have to worry about that.
Unless it's one of those cases where you just present the same piece of evidence like 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Could be. So... Is this relevant? Is this a relevant question to press? Okay. There we go. Just needed to clear my throat. Actually, real quick, I should do this. Now's a good time to hydrate, I think. And while I'm at it, I'm also gonna do this. But yeah, give me a sec while I take care of that. Alright. Wait, are you still looking for the Tumblr post?
No, I realized that I was misremembering what the original one thing was.
Ah, okay. See. Gotcha. Alright. Think. Good to go now. I'm gonna back down. Alright. So, let's think. Is this a relevant thing to press? Probably not. How the table stiff is okay. Stiff is concrete. Okay. Can't really. Laid on table, stiff as concrete. Heard the cop sirens, went straight back to your office. Okay. It doesn't feel like there's something super obvious to present on here this time. Like, place wasn't how the rave was gonna be. The cop sirens, way out. That afternoon, yeah, no, this doesn't feel super obvious. I'm not really sure where to go from here. The only thing I can think of is to maybe press this statement.
Is there...
Other than that, I'm not sure. Not sure.
I mean, the whole thing is saying that, like... Is there anything that proves that he wouldn't have been able to get this information the way that he says he did?
Well, let's think. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this also.
Alec? What do you think? What do you think?
He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. Need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. Gotta come right back at him with a contradiction.
Careful what you press him on, though. You'll get penalized, okay?
Right, let's think. Let's think here. Supposed to meet at
So-
the restaurant.
Like, is there anything in this statement that is incorrect?
Supposed to meet that afternoon. Okay, let's look at that calendar again.
Like, we agree with him that this is correct, right?
Supposed to
Like,
meet.
this is the case even in our version of events.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Well, no, because well, he just talked about meeting at his office. Well, but I guess he's
Well,
changing his story. So
Yeah,
like, what do we believe?
It's the perjury isn't a crime, but like what he's saying right here isn't in conflict with what we are saying.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's no you can just ignore this.
Okay. Scene. We already. Pressing this didn't get us anywhere. Right. This is where he makes his new statement where
Fuck watches. All my homies hate watches.
yeah, that's where he says that Elga died before he was able to meet with him.
Yes.
So how do we disprove that? Is this even the statement we should be presenting on?
Is that a genuine question? 'Cause-
Well, let's see. So when we pressed this statement earlier, he didn't specify a time, so that's a
No.
little bit suspicious.
yeah.
But also, who's to say he can't use that in his favor? So, like, if he didn't know what time it is.
Oh, he died between 1:30 and 2:30. Yeah, I think it was like 2:35 that I got there.
Uh, let's see here. Monday at 1:30 p.m. Okay, so let's think here. Okay, well that's the this doesn't seem relevant right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That. It might come up later, but... Now, let's see. Bench... Scooter... Floor plans... This doesn't... Relevant there, I don't think. Not right now. I have potassium cyanide poison time testing 1:30, 2:30. Okay, well that does fall within the afternoon, so for $500,000. Then again, bag is empty. Okay, so I think. Okay. So I'll go back to what I said earlier. Yeah, it's a question.
Okay. Because I don't think that I presented on this statement, but the contradiction for this part, it might be a case where this is also one that you can present on, because this statement also kind of does it also kind of contradicts this statement.
Okay. Just when he opened the door. Okay. So just either of these two then.
I presented on the second statement, but you might be able to present on the third statement, because I'm just thinking it over, and I know that there are some testimonies where you can present on multiple statements when they're both valid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, alright. So open the door to the... Okay, so... Well, let's... Alright. So we have that now, so let's...
Oh, okay, yeah, you can present them on either the second or third statement. Yeah.
Okay, nice. When he opened the door... Okay, but aren't there, like... With the way it's laid out, would he really have been able to... Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is that big like not even a partition. That's just a wall.
Yeah. And he claims to have seen that as soon as he opened the door? Yeah. You know, that doesn't seem right.
Yep. Yeah. It's really clear if you look back at the layout when you actually see it.
Yeah.
Like there is no chance, no shot.
Yeah. So I guess the question is it the floor plans or the photo? I think these both work, right? Maybe the photo.
I think that the floor plans make it clear, because like in the crime scene photo, you can't see where the entrance is in relation to that.
That's true, yeah. Alright, yeah, let's present the floor plans then. Okay. You're something of a loan-collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight.
What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning?
These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre? From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed. Witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition.
And more importantly, a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Why, it's true.
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here.
I forgot to tell the court he has X-ray vision.
You forgot to tell the court that while John Armstrong was putting in the mirror, he took out the wall.
we nearly had him.
So from the entrance of Très Bien, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glen Elg, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glen Elg, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor... Kudo?
Hey, Pass. Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
They call you Tiny Hands Pass. Do they call you that?
Personally, I call him Little Mitts Pass.
In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
They're huge, actually. Oh, okay. Alright. This is the part where we just... Alright. Well, then who could it? Well, okay. I mean... That was... Okay. Could it really have been Tigre himself? Like, he's huge. Like that part, well... If he... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Let's look back at the evidence. If he did it once, he can do it again. Yeah, let's look at the crime photo again.
Man likes dressing up. Is that a crime?
Do you see
is that the crime that's being prosecuted for?
His award-winning performance is being exposed. Just throw Maya under the bus; she will thrive in prison. All right.
What is the charge? A meal? A succulent French meal?
Alright, yeah, well... Well, okay, let's see. I guess the other thing... Because, like, you see some problems here, right?
I mean, there's definitely problems, but I assume that, like, I imagine that they're not gonna they're expecting that Victor is not really going to question, like, you know, wasn't that guy's skin a lot more red? He's like, yeah, that dude with the giant fucking eyepiece. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not really going to be as focused on his skin tone. He's going, I mean, that guy's in the outfit. Like there are literally videos of, like you know, like those like noticing the bear videos, sort of videos where like they have some like two people talking, something passes between them, and a completely different person in a completely different outfit like takes their place, and the other person just keeps talking, doesn't even notice.
Yeah.
So I cannot fault Victor Kudo for that one.
Yeah. Victor was too focused on staring at legs. Yeah. It was specifically... No, it was Straffs specifically. I guess the other thing is that we don't really see his face in this photo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's plausible. Also, that thing about him being alone, like alone at that table. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like there's a bit of process of elimination. Like there's literally nobody else it could be.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just trying to like work out how exactly that made sense. Without just going, oh, it's him. Yeah. I'm just like, okay, but how? But yeah, well, I'll go with this.
I mean, this case has been so horny so far. You think that the tiger has trouble getting a man out of his clothes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
I just think Furio being like, holy shit, Phoenix, did you lose a fight with the sun? Tigre also dresses the waiter.
I mean, we've already talked about Phoenix wearing that outfit, so
Yeah.
like not even we talked about it. The game talked about it.
Yeah.
What? Well, witness?
Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe yous don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again! Come on! You got the guts!
But you can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You's got guts, I'll give you that!
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Godot.
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony once more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no, no, no. The servant girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Found your pen at last, Trite?
It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenelg, and the waitress from behind.
Yes. Your point, Mr. Wright?
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenelg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed?
Yeah, this one I just immediately know.
Yeah, it was Maya.
It was Maya. She can never catch a break. A thoroughly bitter person. I don't remember that part of the character bio. But yeah.
Who was this woman?
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender.
You's making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight, if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick! Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table is who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real, and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you!
This? What have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give yous one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about?
2 trains leave a station. One traveling at 35 miles per hour and traveling southwest. The other travels at 42 miles per hour. It's traveling south-southwest.
It's anti-Phoenix. Welcome in. How do you reef up your well?
You mean Xin Yo?
Yep.
You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh, Wright? But you's missed out one real important thing.
There's a river. You have a goat, a wolf, and a bushel of wheat.
Now, if you try to take either the bushel of wheat or the goat over, or even the wolf, it doesn't matter because the tiger is going to jump out of the bushes and eat whatever 2 you leave behind. So chew on that, you stupid asshole.
But that can't be.
I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid, too. But I couldn't have poisoned him, use here.
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
There are two guards. One always tells lies. The other also always tells lies. The third tells the truth at random, but the other times they lie. They also only say either. They also only say either. They can also either only say two words. They translate to yes or no, but you don't know what they translate to. You get to ask one question before I punch you in the fucking face.
Thank you. Thank you all. It's a good bit.
I love Riddle Master Tigre.
It's so funny.
Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at 3 p.m. between yourself and the victim?
Is to the victim.
Yeah, I loaned out cash, about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000! He got lucky, you know. Real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
If you lose here, you have to pay for his teleport to get to his meeting on time.
Now, I see the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000.
Yeah, well, he's got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know.
That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? Has to have one. What is it? Okay. Now would also be a good time to save. Save over it. Yeah, this is what we saved over before. Okay. Cash $1,000. Payback date. Yeah. Yep. That wait. Okay. So is that question relevant, or is this just retreading old ground? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Like, I guess we'd already established that, right? That... Or quote-unquote established that. So do we want to go over it again? Let's
What
see.
have you established?
Like that the waitress had supposedly poisoned the guy's coffee.
Well, we did establish that, but we haven't established what exactly he means that everything would have been over.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, we don't have that yet. All right, let's. Yeah, tell us more about this. The waitress. You mean...
The girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little more on this. Ask about... Oh, we have choices, okay. Ask about what Maggie did, or ask how things would have been? Which one is more relevant here? Well, let's ask how things would have been, because you did say that. So elaborate more on that. What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
Are yous all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my 100,000 bucks back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
Tiger's motive, huh?
I was after the $100,000. I didn't have no other reason to kill the guy.
Are you sure? Are you certain of that? Tell us more about that. You saying you had no other motives that day?
Yeah, so what? Then why didn't you take the lottery ticket when you left?
Question.
Why do you think? Because of Four Eyes over there.
Because of Maggie?
How about you go ask Four Eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. She poisoned Elk's coffee.
A likely theory. Your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. Tigre.
Let's not forget this witness was actually at the scene, Wright. The law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I send out. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split.
I see.
Your Honor, the witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony, or would you like it amended?
Can we take that as an admission? Well, have an option. Do we? I do wish... I do wish this game would let you look at, like, previous dialogue. That's the one
what-
thing... Huh?
What dialogue do you want to look at?
Just like what we read over. Like everything leading up to like this. Like the moment we pressed.
He was mostly saying that Maggie had. He was mostly accusing Maggie of stealing the ticket from off the table, so he couldn't take it.
Yeah. Benjamin says hi to you too, Uncle Fudge. You're doing well. So, do we want that amended? Do we want that amendment?
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah. Leave that.
I better leave it at that and try to figure something out. Thank you, Your Honor, but there's no need to amend the testimony. Very well. Continue with your cross-examination, then.
Tiger is meeting Glenelg to get his money back. Mr. Elk had just given him the lottery ticket. That would have been the end of it.
Yeah, so what's the Tiger's motive? It's the big one. If I don't manage to undermine this testimony, it's all over for us. Why would he have to poison Mr. Elk? Why did he loan him the money in the first place? He knew he couldn't repay him.
Alright, let's see. Okay. So let's see what other statements we have here. Loaned Elk cash, $100,000. Due to have a little chat, get it his payback date. A way to pay up. Alright, let's see here. What's in our record? What's in our record? Paper, magazine clipping. Well, I feel like there might have been something.
Oh.
Yeah? Cause like, what is this about, huh? What is this about now?
What is this about? What are any of us about?
What is? Due to have a little chat. We haven't really inquired about that yet, have we?
No, yeah, I think you just pressed the last statement.
Yeah. What was this little chat about? Tell us more about that.
So how much were you expecting him to pay you back on that day?
What do you think? The whole package! $100,000, including interest!
It's a real heavyweight punch.
Thank you. Once a client misses a repayment, you call the whole loan in. You want to make it in my world, that's all you's gotta know.
And how many times had Mr. Elk been late with his repayments?
Once.
And how much was he supposed to pay back every month?
$50.
Mr. Elk was in a real sticky spot.
Yeah. $50 a month, he'd never pay that huge loan off.
Okay. Yeah, $50. $50 a month.
I mean, really, the interest doesn't matter if you're just going to be paying like $50 for 2 centuries.
Yeah. Yeah. No way to pay up. Yeah, 2,000 payments. Yeah. 50 without interest is about 166 year. Yeah. Like, it's a lose-lose either way, because even if you do make all of those payments, like on time, like, whoever's whoever succeeds you is going to be stuck with that debt. So they have to start paying too.
That is actually not true. You cannot inherit debts.
Suppose. But like,
And
somebody's...
If any debt collectors try to tell you otherwise, you can tell them to... You can tell them to eat shit. You can tell them to do... You can say whatever words you want to them because they don't have any... They can threaten you. They don't have any legal power. They are not going to call in the law. They can try to call in the law. They aren't going to get shit for it.
Suppose so. Needs to have interest just to be worth it at all. Yeah. A debt longer than a lifespan. Yeah, they just they just have you by the throat for the rest of your life. Like either way you look at it. Like you are not paying that back. You're essentially just having... They're just garnishing your wages at that point. For the rest of your life.
I mean, it is garnishing wages, but like, if we look at it, even if we look at it without interest, it would take 80 years for them to reclaim the amount that you borrowed back from you. So,
yeah,
I mean, like, it absolutely sucks that you would be paying that, but at the same time, like, if you're 30, like, you are technically going to come out with more money, assuming that you don't live to like 110.
Yeah.
Like this is so predatory that it actually loops back around to like this guy shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the serpent eating its own tail. Alright, so let's see. What do we press on in that case? We already pressed this one. He's got no way to pay up. So, what's that about? No way to pay up? Like, what do you mean by that? Yeah, Ouroboros, yeah. Ouroboros? Ouroboros?
Ouroboros.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's this about? He's got no way to pay up. What do you mean by that? How much did he have left on his debt?
You wanted to round figures? About $100,000.
That's the whole amount!
We're talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet. What? You was telling me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee!
He certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. Elg.
That guy was smooth, I tell you. Real smooth. You'll have your money in less than 5 minutes. That's what he says to me. The guy then calls me the tender tiger. He was skating on thin ice with me.
Alright. Alright.
God, everyone is flirting and fucking in this case.
Yeah. the with the tiger especially.
Yeah.
So let's see, should we be pressing this statement here? When Elk Tigre when? I think Glen Elg, or no, not Glen Elg, Tigre and Godot is more likely at this point.
Look, Furio Tigre moves on fast, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so
But
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of like there's a whole lot of drama in having a mafia princess as your beard. Like there are some real plot lines in here.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure if we press this one. I think we need that. Let's look at what we've already cash $1,000. Actually, did we learn? Well, he never told us like why he needed this loan in the first place, right?
I think it's just dude is gambling. Dude is listening to those. I mean, 50% of ads today.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, like we learned that a while back, but I guess it wouldn't really matter to Tigre, so
Yeah.
yeah, he wouldn't be able to tell us like why.
I do not give a shit what he was going to use that money for.
Also, I
Man
cared
could have been
about.
putting it in a barrel and setting it on fire. I do not give a shit.
All I cared about was him paying it back.
Yeah.
All right, so way to pay up. Lucky. No reason to kill the guy, huh? All right, let's look at our court record. I feel like no other reason to kill the guy. I feel like this is the most relevant statement out of all of these.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. No reason to kill the guy, huh? No reason at all? Not even for this?
Not even for MC Screwdriver?
Yeah, let's present this. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. L owed you, correct?
I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right.
Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
What are you getting at, trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money?
Oh, the moneylender was after money. But money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch.
What is that?
A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber.
A computer virus? What does one of those do?
A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer.
A computer? What does one of those do?
Guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market.
Several $1 million?
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. The judge wrote the first law book ever. He was there for it. But in this case... Go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
Do not quote the old magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
But in this case, the very fact that Glenelg had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Glen Elk was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elk put up in order to borrow the money.
You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program?
Exactly.
The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, trite. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder.
Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear.
Seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million?
Why did Oh, wait. Yeah. I know where it is. Mm-hmm.
$1 million.
$1 million. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter, in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery.
How much of this do you know?
These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, somehow managed to pay it in full.
$1 million? A preposterous sum! Someone should sue these HMOs.
No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it.
Ugh!
Order! 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 You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright?
Indeed it did. Simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini.
Did you say Cadaverini?
Bruno Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruno Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glen Elk's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glen Elk had no way of paying back the $100,000. Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened.
The miracle did happen.
The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened. But he can't. Neither can I. The loan shark has a debt to a second loan shark. It's like they say, there's always a bigger fish.
It's loan sharks all the way down. The lottery win.
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elk won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. so he resorted to illegitimate means.
That's crazy.
He murdered Glenelg, and then made his next move. To frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenelg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept in the dark about it.
But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Order! Order! Silence, or I will clear the courtroom!
You's put on a good show, Spiky. If yous want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness, and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
I agree.
You do?
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
What? Another one, Mr. Wright?
Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused?
That is a great question. Let's see. I don't know if sports paper? I'm not relevant to the trick. Let's see. Job listings, magazine clipping, computer, autopsy report, photo, coffee cup. You can take it for $500,000. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. That's okay. Exactly. That's... Is that the name of the...
That's a good question.
It sure is. Alright, let's see. This trick that he performed to frame the accused.
This trick, this caper.
See. See. Phony floor plans. Photo, let's see. Potassium cyanide, covering the victim and Maggie's prints. Okay. So... think here. 3 tickets. Yeah, so wait, why was this found? Is this part of the trick? Let's see. Found in her apron pocket. Bears Maggie's footprint. Yeah, like, Like, why was that there? Hold on, hold on. Hold on a second. This has her fingerprints on it, and it was found in her apron pocket. Like... Okay,
I mean,
so...
I think it's part of the original trick that they're talking about.
Let's see.
There was another layer that... There was another layer that Furio used to make sure that Maggie was blamed for it.
Alright, let's see. Plans, let's look at our evidence here. Potassium cyanide poisoning. Coffee contains potassium cyanide. $. Okay, let's see. That's another layer, yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have to have been evidence that was planted on Maggie then, to make it look like she's the one who did it, and that she had a motive for doing so. So the one thing that sticks out to me is the victim's lottery ticket. But also probably the potassium cyanide as well. Like, but I feel like the lottery ticket sticks out more here.
So, like, the lottery ticket and the poisoning in her pocket, those are all just those are all just framing her at the on the scene of the crime. What they're talking about here is like there is a completely separate layer where Furio ensured that Maggie would be but Maggie would take the fall.
Let's. But it is in our evidence and not
Yes.
profiles. Let's take a look. Handwriting. What's this? Well, yeah,
So that would have been another thing you could have presented instead of MC Bomber. Like, notice how it has the $100,000 crossed out because MC Bomber would be getting paid instead.
Ah, I see. Yeah, we could have presented the sports paper instead of the computer virus. Yeah. Okay, I see. The trick to it. The trick of it all. Well, let's see. Bomber. Okay, so the next, or this layer. Yeah. I want to go over what we talked about again, just to recap.
Okay. So, like, we're already setting out the scene where Furio Tigre poisons Glenn and then plants evidence to plants the poison and the winning lottery ticket on Maggie to establish that she had a motive and also means of killing Glenn. But then beyond that, he took more steps to ensure that, like, she would, that, it wouldn't come out that she was innocent.
Alright. So... And...
Completely off the scene of Travian.
Yeah, and we did say before that we did say before that Jean Armstrong was in on it from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I guess we're wondering, like, just how we're just like, how do we prove that, right?
It has nothing to do with John Armstrong.
It is, or it's definitely, or not, nothing to do.
Nothing to do with him.
Okay. So then, what was the other trick? Right, it would have to be... It would have to be something to fool Victor Kudo.
No, that's still part of the original framing that they're talking about.
Okay. So then, what's missing from all of this? I think this layer we're missing.
What did Furio do after Maggie was arrested?
Well, claims to... Okay. Just the timeline of events here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's right. The impersonation of Phoenix Wright.
And doing such a dogshit job that there was no chance that she could be found innocent.
Yeah. Yeah, that his next plan, just to tank Phoenix's reputation.
Well, and as a side effect of tanking Maggie's case, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the theft that was being performed. Identity theft.
Which is not a joke. And what's the relevance of that, Trite?
It's just a little intro. That? Wait, hang on a second.
Oh, maybe it was the badge.
Oh, well,
Yeah, maybe.
see, I
maybe
feel
it had to be
like...
the badge. I absolutely feel like that would have yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count somehow? Okay.
And I mean, I guess, like, pointing to that is more solid than being like, you remember the story about how I just completely fucked this case last year? That was actually him.
Yeah.
Like one's actual evidence and the other is I actually did not do that fuck up.
Seems like it would be an easy one to make.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if maybe the dialogue will like lead you into being able to present that, but it kind of seems like it's just saying no, it's wrong, because it does seem like that would be an easy one to pick instead.
Technicalities.
Yep. An intro into what?
Seems all this has been an elaborate trick on the part of the defense. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. The case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. Court finds defendant Maggie Bird guilty.
Ah, shit, we're in a time loop.
I mean, it's an Ace Attorney game. That was always there.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately. Be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. Court is adjourned.
It's so cool how this case starts and ends on the same scenes. Like,
All right, so we went over this part already. So it was
yeah.
yeah.
No other reason to kill the guy.
Is there different? That update did not make it easier. No. Is there different dialogue for the sports paper? I'm curious about that now.
I mean, you can see.
Cleaver loves the bees. loves to be a bee. Is there always every time? Is there Multi Mario? You know, Cleaver, you have the power. You can draw yourself as a V. I've done it before. You can do this. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that.
You can draw yourself as two bees.
You may do this. You can make a Bisona. You can.
You can make yourself like the Pain Metal Gear Solid.
You can. Also, what if I'll do something a little different with this. I can specifically read it in the voice I did for Sergeant Guy. That's the... What's that his name? The green shy guy?
Or...
The green shy guy from Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Sergeant Guy.
Good news. We can finally be bees. This isn't your world, but we can be bees. This is good news. You can be a bee. You'll live like a bee. A pet.
A pet?
Pet.
But who's Mark in this instance, actually?
This is good news. You'll live for 30 years.
This is insane.
There you go. I've done it. I have done it. Thank you for the watch streak, bees. Alright, let's present the sports paper. See if there's anything different. Bees. I think read this one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Dollars owed you. Let me get cash to your right. Really after. Okay.
Leak, leak.
Money.
Money.
League. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's
guess not.
the same. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Same. Alright, and we did this one too. We'll present that. A million of them.
This is getting out of hand. What? 1 million smackaroos.
A whole million. The miracle happened.
The miracle happened. And we can't say the miracle never happened.
Damn, that's crazy.
Absolutely.
They're objecting.
No, Mr. Wright. You human.
Alright. And this is where I present the fake badge. Yeah.
What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation.
Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre. You didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me.
What? That's
The truth.
But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you. Standing in here, this very court, a month ago.
Thank you for the raid, Jag. Let me give you a shout out. Your Honor.
Hello.
Welcome in, Jag. How was your stream? I hope it. I know you were playing something earlier, Astroneer. I hope you had fun with that. Also, hope you had a good art stream. Good day, fine people. So here
Good day,
is
fine people. That's I think those are words that Furio Tigre lives by.
Yeah. He does that. So there's my intro for anybody who may not know who I am. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. If anybody needs to stop out to do self-care, please do. Do whatever you need to take care of yourself. You're playing Astroneer, then you stopped and tried doing the long try, but it was sucking, so you sat down and drew. Valid. I hope the drawing went well. I hope it was a good time. Yeah, we're playing case 3 of Trials and Tribulations. We found the imposter.
The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I'd ever seen.
Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man. Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him? Hey! Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that. Not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh?
Have you no pride, sir?
This isn't a matter of pride. Those are for lions, you idiot. In case you didn't know, trite, here in court we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Godot is right.
Your Honor?
Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, the vested power to hand down a verdict.
This isn't a matter of pride, it's not June yet. Exactly. Exactly.
Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it.
No!
The defense has no further evidence. Court will now excuse the witness. Circumstances surrounding the Tigre are dubious for sure, not conclusive.
We've come so far.
You say he impersonated Glen Elg. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee.
Ah!
Ha! Sucks to be you, Wright. Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled, you's got that?
What we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt.
Huh. Looks like I won't be needing a refill.
If I just had one more piece of evidence. I think I know what that is. One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook.
This witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
Hold it! Your Honor, sir. Wait!
That was a great shot of Gumshoe, actually.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Detective!
Detective Gumshoe!
Sorry I took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too.
What is it, Detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final, decisive piece of evidence.
What?
Oh,
Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab.
results?
About the prints, pal, from this medicine bottle.
Oh, so? Do you know who the prince belong to now?
Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know.
Oh, tell us. We're the Tigers, right? Do it.
You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. The Furio Tigre's paw prints, all right.
Great. We've got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? What are these sort of words Detective Gumshoe got here? He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
Huh? What? Why not?
What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elg's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now.
I knew it. Right. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use.
Hey, you're so hard on yourself.
This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal.
Oh?
Oh?
Is this?
I wonder.
Oh. Oh. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie! You've been working on something. Yeah?
Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now.
Detective Gumshoe! Wait! It's gone. Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. She worked so hard to get that evidence. There was some way I could use it. What is happening now?
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered.
Yes.
Don't keep us all in suspense, trite. Show us. Naturally, we can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court. Can't we?
Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste.
How much more of my time are yous gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. But yous lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, given the nature of this evidence. Given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright.
I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. Really backed into a corner here. If he thinks he's got me beat, I'll let his guard down a bit.
Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final, decisive piece of evidence to the court.
The victim's ear medicine. Oh, we got no choice. This is the defense's final piece of evidence.
Isn't that the victim's...
Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre.
What?
But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains. Bluff like you've never bluffed before. You've just got it. Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark.
My prints are on that pansy-looking bottle? Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway?
Phony trial, phony lawyer, phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Oh, that's where the phony evidence is.
Yep.
Mr. Tigre, this is a decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt.
Mr.
Why?
Wright gets to lie in court once as a treat.
Yeah. Why? Because it contains Mr. Armstrong's oils. Alright. We gotta lie. Potassium cyanide. We gotta lie. We gotta lie.
Mr. Wright, you perjurer.
This bottle contains potassium cyanide.
Potassium cyanide?
The poison used to murder Mr. Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. On this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that?
You'd make a good clown, you know that?
What?
Yous ain't never gonna get this to stick. You's just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
Bluff?
I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
No, no. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it.
Got him. Last.
What?
Because my fingerprints on the bottle, because my fingers are everywhere.
Why is everyone going quiet? I said that bottle.
Is this the bottle you're referring to?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But yous ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy-looking suit fool you, people. That lawyer's just playing games. Game called Ace Attorney. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said? What I said? What did I just say?
You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
Yeah, yous don't know who yous messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. Yous think I'm gonna let some jumped-up suit get the better of me?
Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you. The biggest phony of all.
What's going on?
It looks like a blackout.
Oh, thank you. That's probably a good time for a hijack. Yeah, that was That was an impressive scream. Holy shit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, now's definitely a good time to hydrate. I'll do that too.
Yeah, let me refill my water quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was saving up for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the mic caught the entire thing. Judge forgot to pay the power bills.
Well done, Trite. I saved my I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it. While you watch the police restrain your prey.
Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe. This one hollers he won't be let go.
Thanks, Judge.
Judge, we do not need to start talking about foot play here. It's the end of the trial. We can stop bringing new things up.
Yeah.
Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Godot?
He is being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glenn Elg, Your Honor.
Fortunately for us, managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney.
Yes, she was.
And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. If they nearly got away with everything, it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Furio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal.
Huh. The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there.
No.
Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. I was so mad at Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel like I can forgive him.
Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger.
Look, Nick, the doorway.
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, Belle.
Wait!
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie.
Thanks.
I knew you were innocent all along.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony, then?
Huh? Oh. Well, I was... Well, I guess I'll be heading off then. See you around.
Wait up, detective! Just ran off.
Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? Busted his butt for you. Thanks to him that we got the medication bottle.
That wasn't even of any use.
But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles.
Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick?
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie. You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up.
Didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it.
Gotta prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. Little present to celebrate her freedom. And it all comes back to this.
In this case, it always comes back to the weenies.
Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom.
That's...
A present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love.
He said you lost weight and was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe. I actually really like weenies. You guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know.
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it?
Is it okay if I eat this now?
Yeah, they do this on purpose. Entirely on purpose.
So, how is it, Maggie? It's really good.
So the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. False allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. The end. He's back.
He is back.
About beginnings. We're
So-
getting the backstory?
Oh, we are getting backstory.
Hell yeah.
Also, before we move on, I just like
Mm-hmm.
on a replay, it's so fucking funny that like Victor Kudo is actually just like Phoenix's dream witness. He is saying exactly what he saw. He is giving an appropriate amount of detail. He is remembering things clearly. But because of the circumstances of the case, like he's not making any mistakes until he's saying what he saw, and in the entire courtroom he's going like, "No, you stupid senile idiot, that's not what happened." Just the entire courtroom is gaslighting the shit out of him, and he makes one mistake at the very end of his testimony after just hours of the courtroom. No, that's wrong. Try remembering better.
God.
Like he needs to stop pretending that he's reading Playboy for the articles, but really,
Yeah. Yeah.
like he is just trying to. Yeah, he is just trying to say what he like say what he saw and make sure that the facts are straight. And it is like the one time that we get the most helpful witness in Ace Attorney history.
Yeah, and it's on a and it's on a complete bullshit scenario.
Yeah.
Phoenix can truly never catch a break.
Yep.
Also, God, we're starting on a trial in the next episode already?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn. Well, let's depending on how this starts, we'll take a look at the beginning. Let's see.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the beginning of Turnabout Beginnings.
Oh, okay.
Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her.
Sorry. You're not going to get the chance.
In the water.
In the water.
Reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Name Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Six years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. Okay, so it's gonna be another Mia Fey episode. I see.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Nice. Alright, for now, we'll head back to the title screen. We will definitely be doing this one next time.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Then game. Yeah. That is going to do it for tonight. I'll get the ending stuff started.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Next time I go live is going to be, hold on. I'm actually not too certain what I'll do next time, but I will be back on Tuesday next week. Yeah, I will be back then. I haven't decided if I'm gonna stream Lisa again or move on to something else. But yeah. I'll be back then, and then of course in the Discord, we're continuing our Digital Circus watch party on Friday. We're gonna be watching episode 5 this coming week. I'm looking forward to that one because it is my personal favorite.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll also do this. That's server, those are my socials. Let's see who's live. Who can we raid into? Take a look. Who do we have that live? Well, Taveshi, yeah, we can raid into Taveshi. Taveshi is playing more Umineko. So we can say hi to them. See what in Umine. Oh yeah, they're playing episode 6 of Umineko. Yeah, I'll raid into them as soon as the ad is over. Yeah, it's ending soon. I'll go ahead and start the raid now. Yeah. Yeah. And that will do it. So, everybody take care. Have a good time zone and